Life's a game made for everyone.
Hi, I'm Mel and this is my story. I live at home, so it worked out really easily, and there just happened to be a foundation year course that was exactly what I needed at the time. Yeah, I'd say it helped having the sports teams and societies as well. Everyone's always been very supportive of like dyslexia and any needs that I needed with my course and anything like that. Like tutors are always ready to help. But I think netball has always swayed that as well. So, yeah, I think it's helped having the sports side as a release. Obviously it had its tough moments, but I think that's in general, like university just has that, especially this year, my final year. But yeah, I'd say it's been very positive. Everyone's very supportive. So I switched courses, so I started on a science foundation year, and then I got halfway through that and decided it wasn't for me. And I was able to do an internal transfer onto fashion marketing. So that was definitely a challenge in itself because I kind of view myself as slightly less creative than everybody else on my course because that was their first choice. But as I said, I've always been supported through that, and I think it's pushed me to challenge myself and be more creative and look for that where I can excel over other people in like the business side or like the numbers side and things like that. So when I first joined in Freshers, I was on netball and rugby. I ended up having to make a choice and I chose rugby. So I did rugby for my first, I would say, 2 years. In my second year in rugby, I was vice pres. And then after that, I stopped playing because of concussions, went back to netball, and then I've not looked back since. So I'm now pres of netball. I'm on dance as well because I just like to spread myself really thin, apparently. But I'm loving it. The more, the better. I think it has because, especially from being on committee for rugby and then also being on committee for netball this year, I'd already built that relationship with everybody in the SU. So it meant that when I came around to being pres this year, everyone was already there. I knew who I had to go to. And then also the connections that they've made with Leeds Rhinos, for example, for netball. It then meant that I've now made that bond with my coach, Jade. And she's always there, no matter what it is, whether it's a social issue or a netball issue, she's always there to try and find a solution for it or find out who we need to go to then fix it. So I think it does help. So varsity at Bradford, I want to say it was my first varsity. When we, obviously rugby had played, we knew we'd won the whole thing at that point because we'd all worked it out based on scores. And we basically pitch invaded. So there's photos of us all stood there with the banners. All the security and everything don't know what to do. Eventually they just gave up. They were like, they're not doing anything wrong. But yeah, that was with everybody screaming, pretty spectacular moment, not gonna lie. So believe it or not, I was very shy when I joined. Like, would not speak to anybody, had to be with this, well, we refer to them as seniors on rugby. I had to be with them at all times, basically talking for me, introducing me to people. Whereas now I've definitely come into my own. I'm less conscious about everybody else's opinions. I just kind of crack on and do me. And people take me as I am. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But in some sense, yeah, I think course-wise, I'm probably going to be thrown in the deep end when I eventually try and go into a career. But netball-wise and independence-wise, yeah, because as I just said, I kind of came into my own. I've been thrown to deep end with like sorting out all the netball issues. Even this week, there've been more issues than I thought there was going to be. So I'm very adaptable now, and I think that's a big quality for then going into the world of work. So join a sports team or any society. If you're not sporty, it's fine. Just join a society because then you automatically gain friendships or at least connections that you can use for your course or just in general, the benefits that come with joining a society are just endless.